Hi, it's Dr. Pauline again. I hope that you watched the teaching that I did and that you really enjoyed that. And so now I'd just like to share with you some things that are coming up here at the Dunamas Center. First of all, I am celebrating my 30th wedding anniversary this month, and my husband and I finally are going to get an opportunity to take a trip out of the country, and we'll be down in Cabo for a week, and I'm just really looking forward to that at the end of May. So, just be praying for us, and we're just so blessed that God has really been a part of what we do in our marriage, and we really strive to honor Him in all that we do. So also there's a lot going on here at the Dunamas Center. I even had to write a list. Normally I can just tell you what's happening, but I had to do a list because there are just a lot of growth and a lot of changes that are happening here. One of the things that I've been working on is a new guidebook for Christian parents in the making. We have our Choices for a Discerning Childbirth book, which goes through all your choices and options and how to evaluate pros and cons of prenatal care. And that is such an important piece of material that if you can take our seminar because you're in Colorado, or you catch us on one of our venues when we're out and about where we're actually teaching the seminar, that is wonderful. But if you cannot get to a seminar, you really should go to our website at www.dunamascenter.com and consider purchasing the guidebook. It has a lot of information in it. It has questions. It has Bible studies. It just will really lead you through the process of really learning to discern God's will for your child's birth. Now, the workbook that I'm finishing up is Preparation for a Discerning Childbirth. So many of you have heard about taking childbirth classes, and this is a guidebook that goes with our 6-week childbirth classes. However, again, because we have not yet trained teachers around the United States, if you can't find a good, solid childbirth class in your area, one that you feel comfortable with, or you really want information that's very Christ-centered, Preparation for a Discerning Childbirth is book 2 in our guidebooks for Christian parents in the making. And it, again, could stand on its own as far as information, workbook, Bible studies. It's very comprehensive. So watch for that coming up on our website soon. It's not quite finished, so do pray for me as I continue to work on finishing up that workbook and that guidebook for Christian parents. It has been a labor of love for me. It has taken a lot of time and attention, but it is so important because your birth really does matter. It matters to God, and it matters to the health of your family. So watch for that coming out soon. It's not quite there yet. Speaking of those two pieces of material, we have developed a teacher training program. So if somebody would like to learn how to teach our seminars from our materials or teach the preparation classes based on our materials, we now have a new 4-day training program. So look into that. We have that coming up in Houston in the fall would be our next time for that. I'll talk about that more in a minute. June 2nd, we have Choices for Discerning Childbirth here at the Dunamas Center in Colorado Springs, and we have a new 6-week childbirth preparation class starting on Thursday nights on June 17th. So even if you're not pregnant yet, but you're thinking about it, sign up for the Choices seminar. It'd be really good for you to know some of this before you actually are pregnant. Then I will be in California from July 19th to August 10th. We have a farm out there, and we're going to be setting up offices, and I am taking clients for Northern California. The farm is in a little town called Williams, California. It's kind of right in between Sacramento and Redding. So if you can see where that is and you would like to meet with me or have some counseling while I'm there, please call the offices here in Colorado Springs to arrange that. And also, if you have a birthing group, an ICANN group, a birth network, anybody that would like me to speak on trauma following cesareans, or I'm doing some teachings now on postpartum birth plans and different aspects of birthing and the emotional, spiritual, physical aspects of that, please contact our office. I would love to meet with you, even if it's just a small group. After that, we'll be going to Houston end of September into October. We will be doing a teacher training down there. I am available for 1 week of counseling, which I do that intensive model for marriage counseling. So if you're in the Houston area and you've wanted to get that marriage intensive, this is your opportunity. But I suggest you call right away, because once that slot's gone, it's gone. So if you're thinking about it, let's get going. And if you're thinking of taking the teacher training, please let us know now, because we need to still set up a place. We want to be able to accommodate everybody who would be interested in that. And so please contact the center as soon as you can and let us know if you're interested in doing that teacher training. From there, we're going to be driving up through Jackson, Mississippi, Knoxville, Tennessee, possibly up to Cleveland, Ohio, and then coming down through Kansas City. So the whole month of October we'll be out and about. So I also just want to let you know that we already have on the docket for 2013 to develop some other programs here at the center. So keep an eye on us, because we're really moving ahead and expanding and trying to bring in everything that you can see that we're interested in on the website. And speaking of expanding the center functions on your donations. We do have some registration fees, but really for us to be able to continue to be able to help anybody who needs it, regardless of their financial ability to pay, we need your donations. And your donations would be non-tax deductible, but they do go to expansion of the programs, they go to actually doing the counseling and the training for people who can't afford it, and people are just really blessed by what we're doing here. So I hope that you would really sit with God and see if you should be supporting us here at the Dunamas Center. And our website again at www.dunamascenter.com. You can make donations there, you can mail them, whatever God would lead you to do. We would just be very blessed by that. So thank you very much for listening to upcoming events and projects and things that are going on here at the center. We love sharing that stuff with you, and we hope that you're blessed by the newsletters. And I'll talk to you next month.